Beyonce says she merits her situation at the zenith of media outlets not on account of she is capable, lovely or persevering, but since she is dropped from Illuminati Bloodlines, as per reports. Uncovering that a DNA test pack given to her by Gwyneth Paltrow's 13-year-old little girl Apple Martin opened up a radical new world to me and made my fixation on following my family tree, Beyonce told dear companions and partners on Jay-Z's Family Feud video shoot that her family is firmly related to the Bush family, Rockefeller administration and the Queen of England. We are identified with the Rockefellers on my mom's side. I imagined that was something, however we are additionally not really far off cousins of the British royal family, Beyonce bragged. A standout amongst the most capable families on the planet, the Rockefellers have extraordinary riches and influence. Past their possessions in land and industry, and in addition their political associations, the Rockefellers have given a lot of cash to religious associations, which are affirmed by Illuminati watchers to really be preparing justification for Satanists. The Rockefellers were additionally instrumental in shaping key Illuminati front gatherings like the Council on Foreign Relations. The formation vocalist, who has an individual fortune of $500 million, likewise asserted to be identified with the Bush family through ties on her dad's side of the family tree. We got Bush blood going through our veins. Disgrace it isn't Obama blood. In any case, it's presidential blood, twice finished, Beyonce gloated. Who are the Illuminati? The Illuminati is the name given to a tip-top undercover association of world pioneers, entrepreneurs, and other effective individuals from this planet. They will likely control mankind and the planet's constrained assets by solidifying the world's funds, characteristic assets, military and media into substances they control. 13 Illuminati bloodlines sit over the power pyramid, subtly hauling the strings off camera. The Council of the 13 Families coordinates the greater part of the significant world occasions. As the name proposes, the Council comprises of the best 13 most compelling families on Earth. The Illuminati have an arrangement of objectives keeping in mind the end goal to satisfy their master plan. Starting at 2018, a significant number of the objectives have been satisfied, with whatever is left of them approaching coming soon. 1. To build up a one-world government, new world order with a bound-together church and fiscal framework under their heading. The one-world government started to set up its congregation in the 30s, for they understood the requirement for a religious conviction natural in humankind must have an outlet and, thusly, set up a congregation body to divert that faith toward the path they wanted. 2. To realize the express pulverization of all national character and national pride, which was an essential thought if the idea of a one-world government was to work. 3. To build and realize the demolition of religion, and all the more particularly, the Christian religion, with the one special case, their own particular creation, as specified previously. 4. To build up the capacity to control of every single individual through methods for mind control and what Zbigniew Brzezinski called technotronics, which would make human-like robots and an arrangement of fear which would make Felix Dzerzhinsky's Red Terror look like kids influencing everything. 5. To achieve the conclusion to all industrialization and to end the creation of atomic-produced electric power in what they call the postmodern zero-development society. Accepted are the PC and administration ventures. U.S. ventures that remain will be traded to nations, for example, Mexico, where inexhaustible slave work is accessible. As we saw in 1993, this has turned into a reality through the section of the North American Free Trade Agreement, known as NAFTA. Unemployables in the U.S., in the wake of modern devastation, will either move toward becoming opium heroin as well as cocaine addicts, or move toward becoming measurements in the end of the abundance populist process we are aware of today as Global 2000. 6. To energize, and in the long run legitimize the utilization of medications and make smut a work of art, which will be generally acknowledged and, in the long run, turn out to be very typical. 7. To realize termination of expansive urban areas as indicated by the trial run did by the Pol Pot administration in Cambodia. It is fascinating to take note of that Pol Pot's destructive plans were attracted up the U.S. by one of the Club of Rome's examination establishments, and regulated by Thomas Enders, a high-positioning State Department official. It is likewise fascinating that the Board of Trustees is as of now looking to restore the Pol Pot butchers in Cambodia. 8. To smother all logical advancement with the exception of those regarded gainful by the Illuminati, particularly focused on his atomic vitality for quiet purposes. Especially loathed are the combination tests at present being disdained and criticized by the Illuminati and its jackals of the press. Advancement of the combination light would blow the Illuminati's origination of restricted characteristic assets appropriate out of the window. A combination burn, legitimately utilized, could make boundless and up till now undiscovered common assets, even from the most standard substances. Combination burn utilizes our army, and would profit humankind in a way which, up till now, isn't even remotely appreciated by the general population. 9. To cause, by methods for a, constrained wars in the propelled nations, b, by methods for starvation and ailments in the Third World nations, the demise of 3 billion individuals by the year 2050, individuals they call pointless eaters. The Committee of 300, Illuminati, dispatched Cyrus Vance to compose a paper regarding this matter of how to realize such massacre. The paper was delivered under the title Worldwide 2000 Report and was acknowledged and affirmed for activity by previous President James Earl Carter, and Edwin Muskie, at that point Secretary of States, for the U.S. government. Under the terms of the Global 2000 Report, the number of inhabitants in the U.S. is to be decreased by 100 million by the time of 2050. 10. To debilitate the ethical fiber of the country and to dishearten specialists in the work class by making mass joblessness. As occupations lessen because of the postmodern zero development strategies presented by the Club of Rome, the report visualizes crippled and disheartened specialists falling back on liquor and medications. The young of the land will be supported by methods for shake music and medications to defy business as usual, accordingly undermining and in the long run crushing the family. In such manner, the committee dispatched Tavistock Institute to set up an outline in the matter of how this could be accomplished. Tavistock guided Stanford Research to attempt the work under the heading of Professor Willis Harman. This work later wound up known as the Aquarian Conspiracy.